Hello loves, today we're back with another TBR because it's a new month. It is August, but for today's video I thought why not do something I've never done before, because I feel like me just doing the TBRs every month is pretty basic, so I want to start branching out and doing more challenges. But today, as our little challenge, I wanted to do an unrealistic TBR filled with books that I want to read, but I know I'm not going to be able to finish all of these. Like, we're going to count these in a second. Now, this is not my entire physical TBR. I have tons more books than this. Guys, I'm reading them as fast as I can. I promise. Just like somehow these books just keep appearing in my house. I don't know how, but that's besides the matter. That's beside the point. We have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. There's 15 books right here, but I actually forgot to put one of the books that I really want to read this month up here, so that's going to be added. So some of these are going to be for reading vlogs, and then other ones of these I want to read so I can like watch the shows. And then others, well, actually we have 17 because I have another book that I really want to read that's coming in soon. So yeah, some of these I want to watch the show, so I'm reading the books. And then others I like, these are some new releases, reading vlogs, popular books that I really want to read. So we're just gonna go ahead and get into it, you know what I'm saying, because we ain't got time to do all this introductory stuff. Okay, so the first book, I'm gonna start off with a book that Book Talk seems to hate so much. We Were Liars. I literally bought this book just so I could like do an entire reading vlog on this about like and see if I like We Were Liars or not. People don't like this book. Like, I'm telling you, I've heard people like bashing this book. And also there's a show on Prime Video, I believe, so I want to do a reading vlog and see if I like it. And also I want to watch the show on Prime and see if the show or the book is better, because I've heard from people that neither is good. So I'm a little scared, but at the same time I'm really curious. Next up is Cinder. Now this is not going to be a reading vlog, but I've seen a whole bunch of people talking about the series and it's been out for a while. I've seen it at the bookstore for years and years and years. That's a little bit exaggerative, but I've seen it a lot at the bookstore. And I was like, let me go ahead and purchase this book and see if it's good, because it's regained popularity and people are like starting to rave about it all of a sudden. And I'm just like, okay, wow. Like, so yeah, I'm excited to read Cinder. Next up is this big chunky book, The Masterpiece by Francine Rivers. This is a Christian romance. I read It's Horrendous Voos by Poppy Leanne, which was a Christian romance, and I loved it. I like went like 7 videos raving about it, and I want to dive deeper into the genre as a Christian myself. So I got this book because this is what like came up on Pinterest and stuff when I looked up like, oh, popular, or like not popular but good Christian romances, and this is one of the books that came up. The next book that I want to read this month is for a reading vlog. This book was actually on my TBR last month, but I went sidetracked and I actually started this book but then like never got around to finishing it. Like, I read like a chapter and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start like continue it tomorrow, because I started it really late at night like I do most of my reading vlogs. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like read this first chapter and then I'm gonna go to bed, right? And when the reading vlog comes out this month, you guys will see what I'm talking about, because I filmed me reading the first chapter. But y'all, it is Heir of Broken Kingdom by Madge Rafferty, and it's not because I was interested. I just think it was like, I started this before I went to camp, right? Because I told you guys I was doing that. Started this before I went to camp, and then I came back, forgot all about it, and then started like a new reading vlog challenge thing or whatever. And I forgot all about this book, and then I like was picking out the books that I want to read, and I was like, you know what, I never finished last month that I really want to finish this month? Heir of Broken Kingdom. So we're going to try again with this one, and let's hope I don't forget about reading it. Next up is Metal Slinger by Rachel Schneider. I've heard nothing but good things about this novel, and I actually have no clue what it's about, and I'm really excited to read it and see what it is about. But guys, it's the first in the series, and it was originally indie published, but then it got republished under Saturday Books, so that's really cool, and congratulations to the author. But I was trying to take off the sticker, but then it had like the little residue under it, so I was just like, just keep it on at this point. It looks better with the sticker on than it does off at this point. I was just so mad, because why do y'all do this? Y'all know good and well, because like the book companies, they hear us complain about it all the time. They act like they don't. They do. Y'all see us complaining about it all the time, but y'all still do it. Y'all still do it. Okay, whatever. I don't have time to do any of this. I don't have time to do any of this, okay? And while we are on the note of indie authors, I literally just published my book July 31st, The Ruined Royals. Ignore the fact I still have my copy, my test copy. I haven't gotten my author copies in yet because Amazon was like, we're gonna deliver them to you like 3 weeks after you ask for them. Yay! Yeah, but my book The Ruined Royals just came out July 31st, and it is my debut mystery fantasy YA clean novel. I just debuted it, and I'm so proud of this book. I love it so much. I've seen people all over Instagram like posting pictures and stuff like that in reviews, and I'm just like so grateful. And I've seen the Goodreads reviews, and yes, so if you guys want to go buy my book, it is on Amazon, and you guys can also get signed copies off of Etsy, but these signed copies are really limited as of right now because we're not getting a lot of like the author copies coming in like on a good amount of time. So I would just say like get your copies while you can, like get them before they sell out. And I'm gonna be shipping out the first batch of signed copies this month, like sometime next week or the week after next. So you guys should probably like go get your copy, so that way you guys can get yours before anyone who purchases after the batch is sent out. I don't know, just a little trick for you guys. It's so dark in here all of a sudden. Like it was so bright before. My book is about two girls from complete different backgrounds who both find out they're related to the royal family, and they arrive at the castle, and then they figure out that the staff is out to get them. Yes, and there's a curse over the castle, so these two have to put aside their differences and form an alliance to break the curse and, you know, basically just get their family back because their family is falling for all these traps. So yes, if you guys like to read it, it's on Kindle Unlimited, or you guys can purchase the Kindle version, or you guys can order a paperback copy of my book. And I'm really excited because I can't wait to see what you guys think about my novel. The next book on my August TBR, my unrealistic August TBR, is When in Rome, which this book was actually mentioned in my 24-hour reading vlog thing because I was like, I really want to read this book in that vlog, but then I never got around to it. So you guys have to go watch the video and see what books I did end up reading. When in Rome, I read Practice Makes Perfect, so I was like, I didn't know there was a first book because I read it with a book club that also didn't read the first book, so I didn't know there was a first book in the first place until after I finished it, and it was like, read When in Rome. And I was like, oh, this book came out before because there was mentions of the characters in here. I was just like, you don't have a lot of backstory and information on these characters. I don't know why they're relevant because, girl, they had an entire book for themselves. Yes, so When in Rome by Sarah Adams. I'm really excited to read this one because I didn't really like Practice Makes Perfect. Yeah, so like it was okay. So I'm excited to see this because I hear people say this one is better than Practice Makes Perfect. Next up on this list is A Court of Mist and Fury. Guys, I read A Court of Thorns and Roses in like June. And I kept saying I was going to pick up the next book, and I didn't. Mainly because this book is intimidating me. Like, why is it so... Guys, we went from a normal size book to whatever this is supposed to be. Is this Feyre's life story? She can keep her life story, okay? ACOTAR was okay, but I've heard people say that Akhmoth is better, so I'm really hoping it is. If it isn't and I get to the third book and that's when the plot starts to pick up, I'm gonna be really, really mad because why does it take you 3 books that are like, first of all, huge to create plot? So if the second book is not good and then I get to the third book and it starts to pick up, I'm gonna be happy that it's starting to pick up, and I'm gonna be mad that I wasted like all this time, all this. But I've heard that the draft for the next book is finished, so I need to catch up on the series. Yes. Next up is The Wicked King. Guys, I loved The Cruel Prince. I wouldn't say loved. It was good. It was good. I wouldn't say loved. Love is actually a really strong word. Love is for the books that I rated 4 or 5 stars. I rated this one 3 stars because it was good, and I don't read a lot of fantasy, and fantasy is one of my least favorite genres, like after sci-fi and autobiographies, and like, you guys get what I'm saying. Fantasy by itself is not my main thing. I'm more of a romance girly, and The Cruel Prince is really heavy on just fantasy, so I was scared going into it because, you know, a lot of my friends who didn't like fantasy didn't like this book either, so I was scared. But then I went into it and I was genuinely enjoying myself. I like Jude. I just think that like a lot of the characters like really ruined the book for me because they got on my nerves so much, and I know they were supposed to get on our nerves, but why does the light keep dimming? But like I said, The Cruel Prince, I enjoyed it. It was good. I liked it. So I'm really excited to go into The Wicked King after reading the ending of The Cruel Prince. Like, girl, hand it over right now. Fix the lighting again. Next book that we're going to be reading, I'm genuinely like not excited about. Like, I'm not excited about this book at all. I'm really not, but I bought the box set. So I kind of like want to at least read the second book before I like sell the entire series. Like, I really can't keep doing this, okay? It's Glass Sword by Victoria Aveyard. Listen, guys, I did a Red Queen reading blog because I did a Powerless reading blog, and Powerless is my favorite book series, trilogy, book, period, and ever. Like, literally, I want 10,000 more. Right after the Bible, of course, but I want 10,000 more. Okay? And everybody was like, oh, but you need to read Red Queen, you need to read The Hunger Games. So I read both of those books. Red Queen, first of all, I saw like 2 similarities max between the 2 books. But I just really hated both of the male main characters. They both were like really annoying to me. I was just like, okay, there's like literally like nothing going on. And then I was bored, like really bored. But I bought the box set because I thought that, because people said that Powerless practically plagiarized this book, I thought that I'd be getting a similar experience with less romance, which once again, fantasy is not my favorite genre, but I can enjoy a book that is mainly fantasy centered. I can enjoy a book that is mainly fantasy centered. ACOTAR, because I didn't see a lot of romance in that either. This book was just boring. Like, not this book, I haven't even read this book yet, but Red Queen was just boring. I read like the first 10 chapters and zoned out all 10. Literally went to chapter 11, I was like, wait a second, what am I even reading? I'm scared. Just so you guys know, I will do what I did to the Percy Jackson series, where I get to book 2, and if I don't enjoy book 2, just like I didn't enjoy book 1, the entire series is getting sold. The entire thing is gonna get sold. I used to own the Percy Jackson Special Edition 2, got sold. Out of my house, I don't want it. Victoria Aveyard, this is your chance to redeem yourself. Okay. Anyways, new release, Not Quite Dead Yet by Holly Jackson. Guys, I love Five Survive. I love the entire A Good Girl's Guide to Murder trilogy. The reappearance of Rachel Price, I would love to have rewritten. It was predictable. But that doesn't change the fact that Holly Jackson is an amazing thriller writer. So of course, I had to get Not Quite Dead Yet. But can we just like discuss this sticker that's not actually a sticker? Please get it off. The book, I saw this before the book came out. I already saw the sticker up there. Please do not play in my face. So I was just hoping maybe when I go to Barnes & Noble, it's not gonna be This was what I saw when I walked into Barnes & Noble, and I saw this on like a little table. You cannot imagine the anger I felt, but it's okay. I got it because it's Holly Jackson. I'm excited about this one. I don't know what the cover is. The cover, a tree filled with trees. It doesn't matter. It's interpretive art. And Holly Jackson knows how to do that. What am I saying? Anyways, Holly Jackson is an amazing writer, so obviously I got Not Quite Dead Yet because I really want to read Not Quite Dead Yet. I literally heard nothing but good things about this book. So we're gonna read it. Yay! Next up is a book that I've been meaning to get around to for a long time, which is Saving Six by Chloe Walsh. Listen, I have read Binding 13, Keeping 13, get this, Taming 7, Releasing 10. Guys, Binding 13, Keeping 13 broke me, right? Taming 7, get it out, please just get out my face. I don't like Claire. How do I love Gypsy in every other book but besides his own? Doesn't matter. Releasing 10, guys. I didn't think Releasing 10 would be as dark as it was, and I was like not mentally prepared for that. So I was like, okay, wow. I skipped Saving 6 and Redeeming 6 because people were like, oh, it's such a dark story. It's like probably one of the saddest in there. For right now, Releasing 10 is like my favorite, all-time favorite. Guys, the avoiding days are over because we are going to be reading hopefully we're going to be reading Saving 6 in August. I'm scared though. If I end up with a broken heart, count your days. To everyone who told me to read it, count your days. Won't be many left if I end up crying over this book. Oh, that sounded like a threat. I'm sorry. Forgive me, my child. Next up is It's Not Summer Without You by Jenny Han. I watched both seasons of the show before I found out that this show was a book. I picked up The Summer I Turned Pretty last year. And I bought It's Not Summer Without You this year, like last month. And I started this book in the 24-hour reading vlog. And I'm like halfway through it right now, so I was like, let's just put it on the TBR because I know I'm gonna finish it. I'm halfway through it, y'all. And on that note, I got, what's the last book? We'll Always Have Summer by Jenny Han. That one's not coming until Tuesday though. And I want to read the book before watching the show this time. And then I can compare season 3. And I promise if Belly chooses herself or goes with Jeremiah, Belly, count her days. Belly, count her days, please. Because Jeremiah is not the right option. He's not. He's a horrible person. Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins, because I absolutely obliterated The Hunger Games. I read The Hunger Games in 1 day. Or 2 days. It doesn't matter. It was between 24 and 48 hours that I read that book. Or less. The Hunger Games is amazing. Loved it. Oh my goodness. I need to watch The Hunger Games movie. But I was like, just in case, because you know sometimes movies, they'll have like 2 books in one. Like they'll sprinkle a little bit from the second book and the first book before going to the second movie. I was like, let me read Catching Fire before watching The Hunger Games, because I don't know, these movie companies back then were a little scary. Well, I'm saying back then as if it was like the 1700s. The early 2000s is what I'm trying to say, guys. The movies in the early 2000s, when it came to book series, was a little scary. So I'm gonna read Catching Fire, and I already know I'm gonna love it. And I don't know if I'm I actually forgot that little boy's name, but I don't know if I'm Team PETA or like Team Gale. Is that his name? What book am I thinking of? If it's not Gale, then I don't know what book I'm thinking of. Let's take a peek, guys. It is Gale, guys. Look, I have such amazing memories. I don't know if I'm Team Gale or Team PETA. I like them both. But then again, we don't get to see a lot of Gale in the first book. So I guess we'll determine if I like Gale or like PETA better in Catching Fire, which is why I'm so excited to read it, because I absolutely loved The Hunger Games. Like, it was 4 stars for me, not 5 stars, because I don't know. I don't remember why I said 4 stars. It didn't give me that 5-star vibe, but it was really, 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 really good. So 4 stars is what it got. And I'm really excited for Catching Fire. You know, I'm really scared for Mockingjay though. and The Ballads of Songbirds and Snakes. Like, I've heard people sobbing over those books. And then Sunrise on the Reaping, the title alone sounds intimidating. Get it out of my face. Okay, get it out. Next one is Dungeons and Drama, which I literally like started this book like yesterday or like a few days ago, Saturday, Friday, doesn't matter. I started the book, right? And it's really short, it's really cutesy, and it's based off of the game Dungeons and Dragons, I think, which I've never played before, but cute title, cute cover. I don't read synopsis because I like to go in blind, so I really rely on the title and cover. So I purchased it, and it's really short, and I'm like, I haven't read it since, mainly because I've been extremely busy and extremely tired since I picked it up. But once I do pick this book up, I have a feeling I'm going to speed through this. That's why I also got Dating and Dragons, which once again is based off of Dungeons and Dragons. I'm sorry, I'm like so tired, but I did accidentally like spoil this entire book for myself. Not like that, but I read the synopsis, and I think this is like this entire thing where it's forbidden romance. Like, they're in this group, they're not allowed to date, and they end up dating anyways, or like something like that. I don't know. It's something, guys. It's something. Yeah. And then the final book on my Unrealistic August TBR is The Ballad of Never After. I've read the entire Colorable trilogy, including that horrible excuse of a novella, which I read in the 24-hour reading vlog. Stephanie Gerber, Count Your Days. Never again. I read Once Upon a Broken Heart. Amazing. I'm starting to see the hype. I'm scared about whatever that last book is called. Doesn't matter. A Curse for True Love. Is that what this? Yeah, A Curse for True Love. I'm scared for that one because people say it's not that good. I'm scared for this one because people say this is the best in the series. I'm just excited to read it because I read Once Upon a Broken Heart last month, so it's still pretty fresh in my brain, fresh in my mind. The challenge is, am I going to get through this one? We will see. We will see. Okay. But that is the last book on my Unrealistic TBR, guys. I hope you... Oh. If you've been here for a while, you guys know I drop this microphone often because I just cannot keep anything in my hands to save my life. I hope you guys all enjoyed this video today. I enjoyed filming it for all of you amazing lovelies. And once again, go ahead and purchase my book. Like, what are you waiting for? Purchase my book, please. Please. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you think, okay? But if that is it, I shall see you all next time. My now kisses. Mwah. Make sure you guys like and subscribe and hit notification bell so you guys never ever miss a video. And check out my Instagram as well, because I post all my updates up there, and my TikTok, because I post all my updates up there. Yes, for anyone who's been here for a while and know I don't have TikTok, I just got TikTok because I finally decided I was gonna do it. Just got TikTok, and now I'm posting the videos that go on Instagram and YouTube up there, so you guys can go follow me on Instagram and TikTok so you guys can support me. And also, because YouTube, I say this all the time, YouTube finds out stuff after Instagram and TikTok. Instagram and TikTok stuff gets uploaded immediately, and then YouTube stuff gets uploaded like a few days after it gets posted and stuff. So I would just recommend following Instagram and the TikTok so you guys can hear stuff immediately. You're not waiting. Just my word of advice, though. Just my word of advice. So once again, my neck kisses. Happy birthday if it is your birthday, and bang out and goodbye.